Good morning, dear friends. Today we will look the remaining portion of the time domain analysis. That is nothing but it is the steady state response analysis. In the time domain analysis, also I discussed told you that is the combination of the transient response analysis and the steady state response analysis. In the transient response analysis, we look over the response analysis of the first order system on the second order system, their response with the standard signals such as unit, step, ramp, parabolic, and etc. Then we look the different properties or the specifications of the time domain analysis for the first order system as well as the second order system, such as rise time, settle time, peak time, and the peak overshoot and their numericals. Hope you have all the things are to be clear. If there is any doubt in the time domain analysis, you can personally WhatsApp me or the call. So now we will begin the remaining portion of the time domain analysis, but that is nothing but it is the steady state response analysis. In the steady state response analysis, we look how much the system achieve its final value and what we are expecting. So the steady state error, it is nothing but it is the difference between the expected value and the standard value. So in the time domain analysis, it is denoted by ET, that is nothing but it is the difference between the RT minus of CT. CT is the response of the system and RT as the taken as the standard input of the system. So the difference between the actual and the desired, it is nothing but it is known as the steady state error. We got like this one. To get into the S domain, as I have told you, the control system is defined entirely into the S domain. So in the S domain, to get the steady state error, we apply the final value theorem. In the final value theorem, ESS is equal to limit t tends to infinite, that is equal to limit s tends to 0 s dot EC. So by applying the final value theorem, we can get the steady state error into the S domain. So to look over the function of steady state error, I take the canonical form of the closed loop diagram or the standard block diagram, standard closed loop diagram. So in that I got the transfer function as the ratio of output to the input, that is nothing but it is the g over 1 plus g into h. On simplification, I got the function in terms of error. So finally I got error E is equal to r over 1 plus g into h. Then I apply the final value theorem, ESS is equal to the same function. In that function, I got ESS as a function of two part, RS into GS. So error, that is the responsible either the RS and the GS. So there are two possibilities, either the RS is doing his work finely or GS is not working, or the GS is doing his work finally and RS is not working. So based on that, the steady state analysis can be done. So hope you get the introduction of the steady state error. So to analysis of the steady state error, I will discuss about the two things as earlier also, type of a system. So first thing is I would like to make clear that the type of the system can be analyzed only for the open loop system, and it is defined as the total number of poles present at the origin. The important highlighted line is at the origin is the type of the system. So okay, thank you, we'll look in the next video.